take into account other scenarios that have played out, whether that's the rise of Hitler or Putin and his tactics. And there are often things that happen in this world that we just don't understand. And so over time, when we don't know how to explain the awful, horrible things that have happened, we've got to come up with an explanation. We have to have some sort of a logical reason why it happened. Perhaps you've heard or used the expression, everything happens for a reason. And honestly, throughout the Old Testament, that's kind of the theology that they lived by. Basically, if good things are happening, well, God must have found favor with you. Think about the beginning of Luke, for example, how this angel approaches this young woman and says, "Don't be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God." But for every blessing that Mary experienced as the mother of Jesus, think about all the challenges, all of the judgment, all the suffering she experienced. Did she experience blessing? You bet she did. But was this angel here to say, guess what, you have an easy life ahead of you? Not a chance. Now, conversely, throughout the Old Testament, you'll see these opportunities where people are messing up. Cursed are you if this has happened. When bad things happen, there's no such thing as a random thing like that. There's got to be an explanation. Everything, even the bad stuff, must have a reason. Everything happens for a reason is a phrase that I think we might throw out, and perhaps usually with good intentions. And for many people, it's something that brings comfort. It's used to help explain the unexplainable. But I will offer up a word of caution. You see, as a pastor, I've seen this phrase thrown out, and it can be one of the most destructive and dangerous ways to describe the activity of God in this world. I've had to pick up the pieces of a woman who was deep in mourning over a stillborn, who couldn't help but have people come up and say, well, everything happens for a reason. These words did not bring comfort to her, didn't lead her any closer to finding faith or trusting that God loved her. Because what did this question create for her? Well, if everything happens for a reason, what kind of God would allow that awful, tragic thing to happen to me? What reason could God possibly have had for doing this? It doesn't add up. So Jesus, does everything happen for a reason?